amazing short and vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. In just a moment, you will hear the sound of the Rolls-Royce Pegasus engine with nearly twice the thrust of the original Harrier. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Harrier Sunshine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Second Marine Aircraft Wing AV-8B AC Space takes great pleasure in presenting the AV-8B Harrier. What you just saw there was a short takeoff. It speeds of 50 knots and up to less than 100 feet. This aircraft can produce 23,400 pounds of thrust, getting it airborne and ready to go. Today's flight demonstration will consist of the many modes of operation available to the Harrier. Today's pilot is Major Eric Scheibe. He's been flying Harriers since 2011, has 1,800 flight hours and multiple combat deployments. As it comes around from the back, the Harrier is capable of carrying every type of conventional ordnance available in the Navy and Marine Corps. Guided munitions, unguided munitions, air-to-air missiles, and the 25mm gun. As Porky passes over here, he's coming around for the traditional low pass from your left to right. He'll be bringing the aircraft up to about 500 knots, but the aircraft is capable of going up to around 600 knots. Those 23,400 pounds of thrust equate to about 35,000 horsepower. Capable of this vertical short takeoff capabilities due to the use of 4 movable nozzles located on each side of the aircraft. The pilot is able to control these nozzles by directing thrust for VSOL and just a fun fact, VMA-231 AC Spades has been around since 1919. It is the first Marine Aviation Squadron. It's been around for over 100 years now, proudly serving in the Marine Corps with multiple types of aircraft. So it only makes sense that we do this air show. Get your cameras ready, folks. Porky's coming around now for the photo pass. He's going to give you a nice plan form of the aircraft, slowing it down a little bit. So get those phones out, get those cameras out, and get a picture of this beautiful piece of living history that continues to serve today. Circling back to those movable nozzles, they can be directed aft for conventional flight, intermediate for short takeoff and short landing, and down for vertical flight. As Porky circles around back now from the right, he's going to come in for what's called the brake. He'll be decelerating the aircraft from about 500 knots all the way down to 0 and coming in for the hover work after the brake. The Harrier can perform a vertical takeoff from a prepared surface or a rolling vertical takeoff from almost any surface. This allows the pilot great flexibility in choosing among the takeoff areas available. As he's circling around now, he's going to be configuring for landing. You'll see some black smoke coming out. Nothing to worry about, that's just him activating the water. The Harrier carries about 500 pounds of demineralized water to increase thrust by about 1,000 pounds. And just to remind you that he comes in, it's going to get pretty loud, so put those ear protection on and watch the beauty of this. This is one of the last true stick and rudder jet aircraft in the U.S. fleet at the moment. There is no computer helping him. He is manually controlling those nozzles, manually controlling the aircraft with hydraulics and the reaction control system, which shoots bleed air from the wingtips, the nose, and the tail to maintain control of the aircraft in slow and vertical flight. me a round of applause for all of that. And also give a round of applause for the VMA 231 Ace of Spades maintenance Marines, because none of this is possible without their hard work and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the second to last Harrier demonstration, tomorrow being the last, as the airframe makes its transition into retirement and the Marine Corps continues its transition to the F-35. Thank you for coming out on behalf of the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, the VMA 231 Ace of Spades.
Major Mike Fucci. Hey Mike, I thank you for describing this. I do have a question for you. When it took off, I saw a lot of smoke, and smoke is that's a dead giveaway for a fighter jet, and a lot of research and development went into getting rid of the smoke. What the heck is all this smoke?
Well, it's that devitalized water being put into the combustion chamber to cool the motor down.
Wait a minute, you pour water on the fire to make it burn better?
Paper.
It works for me. You really carry a lot of water though, huh?
Yeah, we carry about 500 pounds, but that's only about 90 seconds in a hug.
Wow. But on a hot day, it's probably absolutely necessary.
Absolutely, that extra 1,000 pounds of thrust is needed on a hot day for sure.
Boy, from its history with 10,000 pounds of thrust on that Bristol/Rolls-Royce Pegasus to 23,000 pounds of thrust, what an amazing performer this airplane has been for the United States Marine Corps.
It's quite an impressive aircraft. I love flying her, I love the community, and it's been a pleasure.
Thanks, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major Mike Fucci and the entire AV-8B Harrier II Plus demo team. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thanks, partner. See you. Tom Larkin's out there. He's going to be signing some autographs along the crowd here in just a second. Also responsible for conducting operations on land and in the air alongside naval campaigns. It is also responsible for providing expeditionary detachments aboard naval vessels and as security forces for naval shore installations and U.S. diplomatic missions in foreign countries.